This happened to my girlfriend Rachel last summer. She still can't talk about it without crying. Rachel worked at a 7-Eleven in a decent part of Phoenix. Suburban area, good lighting, decent foot traffic even at night. She usually worked the evening shift, 4 p.m. to midnight, which meant she dealt with the after-work crowd, dinner rushes, and late-night snackers. She'd been there 6 months when she first noticed the woman. At first, Rachel thought she was just another customer. Older woman, maybe 60, wearing a floral dress that looked like it was from the 1970s. She'd come in around 10 p.m. and browse the aisles slowly, picking up items, examining them, putting them back. "Can I help you find anything?" Rachel asked the first time. The woman turned, and Rachel said something felt immediately off. The woman's eyes were milky white, like she was blind, but she moved around the store like she could see perfectly. "Just looking," the woman said. Her voice sounded hollow, like an echo in an empty room. The woman browsed for an hour, never buying anything, then simply walked out into the parking lot. The next night, she was back. Same time, same floral dress, same blank eyes. And the night after that, for 2 weeks straight. "There's this weird lady who comes in every night," Rachel told me over the phone. "She never buys anything, just walks around for an hour, then leaves." "Maybe she's lonely," I suggested. "Maybe, but there's something wrong with her eyes. I think she might be blind, but she moves around like she can see." "Have you asked her if she needs help?" "A few times. She just says she's looking and ignores me." I told Rachel to mention it to her manager, just to be safe. But her manager, a guy named Pete, just shrugged it off. Probably just a harmless old lady with nothing better to do. But it got weirder. Rachel started noticing that the woman was always standing in her peripheral vision. She'd be ringing up a customer, and there the woman would be, 3 aisles over, perfectly still, facing Rachel's direction. She'd go to restock the coolers, and the woman would be at the end of the aisle, watching. "It's like she's following me," Rachel said, "but she never gets close, just observes." Then came the night. Everything changed. Rachel was working alone. Pete had left early for some family emergency, and the other employee had called in sick. It was just Rachel and the overnight security guy, Marcus, who spent most of his time in his car in the parking lot. At 10 p.m. exactly, the woman walked in. Same floral dress, same milky eyes, but this time, she spoke without being prompted. "You have her face." Rachel looked up from her phone. "Excuse me?" The woman moved closer to the counter. Her movements were stiff, mechanical. Her face, her hair, her voice. The woman's head tilted at an unnatural angle. "You look just like her." "Like who?" "My daughter." Rachel forced a smile. "Oh, that's nice. She worked here a long time ago." Something about the way the woman said it made Rachel's skin crawl. "That's cool. When did she?" "She died here." The temperature in the store seemed to drop 10 degrees. I'm sorry for your loss," Rachel stammered. The woman's mouth stretched into a smile, but her eyes remained dead and empty. "Don't be sorry. She's not gone. She's here. Always here." Rachel's hand moved slowly toward the panic button under the counter. "I can prove it," the woman continued. "She talks to me. She tells me things, secret things. Ma'am, I think maybe you should..." "She told me about the time you stole $20 from the register." Rachel's blood went cold. She had taken $20 once, 3 months ago, when she was short on rent. She'd paid it back the next week. No told me about the married man you're sleeping with. That hit like a punch to the gut. I wasn't married. We were separated, technically. But Rachel and I had kept our relationship secret because of the complicated situation with my ex-wife. How do you... She tells me everything. The woman leaned over the counter. Because she's watching. Always watching. Through these eyes. The woman's milky eyes suddenly focused on Rachel with perfect clarity. No, Rachel whispered. That's not possible. Deborah. The woman's voice changed, becoming younger. My name was Deborah. I worked here in 1998. I was 23 years old. Rachel hit the panic button. Nothing happened. The silent alarm was supposed to alert the security guard and police, but Marcus didn't come. The police didn't come. The alarm won't work, the woman said. Not here. Not now. This is between us. What do you want? I want you to understand. The woman's body began to change. Her skin became translucent. Rachel could see through her. I want you to know what happened to me. Images flooded Rachel's mind. Not her thoughts, but someone else's memories. She saw through Deborah's eyes. Working the night shift. Alone, a man comes in. He seems normal at first, buys cigarettes and beer, but he doesn't leave. He waits until the store is empty. Then he locks the door from the inside, pulls out a knife. Open the register. She does. He takes the money. Now come with me. She runs. He's faster. The back room, screaming, the knife. So much blood. Her mother finding out days later. The grief that never ended. The spirit that couldn't move on. Rachel snapped back to reality, gasping. Tears streamed down her face. I'm sorry, she sobbed. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Sorry doesn't help. The woman's form flickered. Do you know what it's like? To be trapped here. To watch the world go on while you're frozen in your worst moment. No, Every night, I relive it. Every night, I feel the knife. Every night, I die. What do you want from me? The woman's form solidified again. She looked almost human now, except for those terrible white eyes. I want you to tell them. Tell them Deborah Martinez was murdered in this store on August 14th, 1998. Tell them her body was found in the creek 3 miles from here. Tell them the man who killed her was never caught. I will, I promise. And tell them... The woman's voice cracked. Tell my mother I forgive her. Forgive her for what? For not letting me go. For coming here every night, trying to reach me. For binding my spirit to this place with her grief. A tear rolled down the woman's translucent cheek. Tell her to stop. Tell her I want to rest. Rachel understood then. The old woman wasn't the ghost. The old woman was Deborah's mother, coming to the place her daughter died, unable to let go. And somehow, that grief had created a connection, had trapped Deborah's spirit here. I'll tell her, Rachel promised. The woman smiled, really smiled this time, and began to fade. Thank you. Then she was gone. Rachel found out later that yes, Deborah Martinez had been murdered in 1998. The case was never solved. And yes, her mother, Carmen Martinez, was still alive, living alone, consumed by grief. Rachel visited her, told her everything, told her that Deborah wanted her to let go. Carmen cried for hours, but she listened. She stopped coming to the 7-Eleven. And Rachel never saw the woman in the floral dress again. But sometimes, on quiet nights, Rachel says she feels a presence, not threatening, just peaceful, like someone watching over her, making sure she stays safe.